from Knoch High School. It's a 4A Section 1 basketball matchup between two neighborhood rivals, the Knoch Knights and the Freeport Yellow Jackets. Good evening, it's Ed Cody along with the Tiger Albert Campman to bring you all of tonight's action. In Albert, you have two teams in opposite ends of the section standings. Knoch at the top, 17-2, 8-1 in the section. Tied in section play with Highlands. Just suffered their first loss a week ago to Highlands after 15 straight wins. For Freeport, it's been a difficult year. They stand at 3-15, 1-8, but they would love nothing better than to come in here tonight. They should be lose to spoil Knoch's chances of winning the section.
Perfect introduction, Eddie, to how sports works. One team on top of the world, the other team try to fight out of the dungeon. That fight, you'll see Freeport tonight come out strong. I know they'll get a good start. Knoch, hopefully they're not living on their laurels, that they're trying to become the great seed. You know, seeding is important this time of year, Eddie. So that's what they want to do. They want to continue to win big, show the WPIAL that we deserve to have one of those top seeds.
These two teams met back on January the 14th at Freeport, Knoch prevailing 83-59. And Knoch has quite a scoring trio in Scott Frazier, Jared Schreckengoss, and Ryan Lane. They all average in double figures. Freeport led by Garrett Schaffhauser, who's been on our spotlight so many different times. Just haven't had enough scoring to go along with them. Just run into some rough times. Tough section with Highlands and Knoch dominating at the top. Senior night here, the last home game for Knoch, and goodbye to their seniors Adam Bajuzik, Scott Frazier, Jared Schreckengoss, Brady McKee, Jake Scheit, and Joey Morrow.
Yeah, every time there's a senior night, there's always some tears, and they're either tears of joy or tears of sorrow. For Knoch, it's joy. They've had a tremendous season. These seniors have something to move on for. Freeport, they're trying to find it tonight. Eddie, you led in with Knoch's balanced scoring. If you're going to win in the playoffs, that's what you need. You don't want to depend on one guy. That is what's happened with Freeport this year. When you have one guy scoring most of the points, they shut him down, then it's tough for them to score. And
prior to the game tonight, they honored longtime broadcaster Scott Briggs. I had the privilege of working with for many, many years with BUT. This is his 500th broadcast here tonight for Knoch basketball.
Yeah, when I asked about that, Eddie, I said, Eddie, do you know this guy? Eddie said, do I know him? I worked a million games with him. So, yeah, congratulations to anybody who puts that time in the program. They deserve all the accolades.
All right, please join us now in the playing of our national anthem.
Knoch High School is committed to the ideals of good sportsmanship and fair play. Your paid addition to this event entitles you to enjoy an exhibition of skills developed by students in an educational setting. Please give the student-athlete participants your positive encouragement and support. And now would you please rise, gentlemen, remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem by Knoch's very own Caroline Azak, Skylar Burkett, Jack Walker, Brady Collins, and Mackenzie Protos.
Last week of the regular season, and I'm sure
they were great.
If your coach Ron McNabb of the Knoch Knights, you won that first game by 24 points. What are you telling your seniors here tonight in their final home game?
Well, initially you're going to say, listen, men, you gave us a great season, but to top it off, on senior night, we want to play our best game of the year. We want to make these fans remember who these seniors were, and let's go get them.
And Wayne Grazer, he's done an outstanding job over the years for Freeport. It's just been a tough year, and he's just going to, Albert, I'm guessing, telling his team, come out, play loose, and let's get after it.
Yeah, for
Nothing to lose.
For him, this is their playoff game. That's what he's telling them. He said, this is our chance to end on a great note. The way we started the season, struggling, let's end it in a positive way.
Freeport in their road uniforms, navy blue, trimmed in gold, will start Garrett Schaffhauser, 6-foot senior at guard. Aiden Skradsky, 6'1" senior at guard. Matt Alessino, a 6'6" sophomore, will start at forward/center. Vinnie Clark, 5'9" sophomore at guard. Daniel Lynch, 5'7" senior at guard.
And now, the starting lineup for your Knoch Knights. At guard, a 6'4" senior, number 33, Jake Shite.
And now the Knoch Knights, dressed in their home uniform, white, trimmed in blue. Jake Shite, 6'4" senior guard. Adam Bajuzzi, 5'11", senior guard.
At guard, the 6'4" senior, number 2, Scott Frazier.
6'4" senior Scott Frazier. At guard, seems like everyone's a guard, Elbert. Number 15, 6'2" senior guard Jared Schreckengoss. And 6'4" senior Brady McKee.
All 5 seniors.
All seniors.
Yes, I thought I heard all 5 seniors.
Yes.
Well, that's why this team is what the record they have. You build for a class like this, and they've come through big time. Yeah, that's you don't see that too often. 5 seniors.
Lang, the sophomore, usually gets a start, but Coach McNabb starting the senior.
Thank you, Eddie.
Starting the senior Adam Bajuzzi.
Very good, Eddie. Thank you. And that's great coaching there too. A senior who's put all his time in. Now's the night to do it. Right.
Butler, I did it the other night in their game against Central Catholic. They started 4 seniors to go along with Ethan Morton.
That's awesome.
Yeah, nice deal. Even though they got behind 13-2, but Morton and Carney, they took care of things after that.
And you do that, and you tell the kids, we're not worried about the start of the score. They deserve to start. They put their time in this program also.
Alessino, 6'6" sophomore. He will jump against Scott Frazier, 6'4" senior. Knoch 17-2, 8-1 in section. Freeport 3-5, 1-8. And it goes over to Knoch. Jake Shite with it. Just made our spotlight. 20-point game. Shite with it. Bajuzzi brings it top of the circle and over to Frazier. Back to Shite. Middle lane, kicks it into the corner. 3-point attempt, no good by Schreckengoss.
Great defensive possession by Freeport.
All alone, Alessino underneath, can't convert.
Should have went without the dribble, should have just laid it in.
Shite drives through, lays it up and in.
Nice move, nice jump stop, good footwork.
First field goal tonight by Knoch. Vronsky with it. Over to Skradsky. What are we seeing defensively, Albert? From
Playing the pack line defense, man, which means no pressure on the perimeter. Step to the 3-point line and play defense from there. Freeport should be able to hold the ball a long time if they're patient.
From the side, no good by Vronsky.
Now, when you play that defense, you don't allow any second shots.
And Alessino is shot partially blocked by McKee.
Not a good decision there.
Schaffhauser with it for Freeport. Drive, left-handed shot, good. 2-2. Drive to the basket, layup, no good, tipped away. Right back to Bajuzik. Drive, layup, rolls off the top of the rim. Rebound, Alessino. Schaffhauser with it. Skratsky for three, all net. 5-2 in favor of Freeport. 3-point attempt from the corner, and that is good. Nailed home by Scott Frazier.
Knoch runs the dribble drive. You don't want to help too much because you get a lot of open threes, and they can really shoot it.
5-5 here, 5:30 to go in the first quarter. Skratsky nearly loses it, grabs a handle. Woronski with it, back to Skratsky, into Alessino, turn, off the glass, no good, and he's fouled.
Freeport's going inside to the young kid, and he's got 3 shots up now. Work on his footwork, work on facing the basket when he shoots it.
Alessino to the line to shoot 2. Not sure who picked up that foul.
Number 23, Eddie.
That was Brady McKee. Alessino trying to give Freeport the lead.
Alessino has nice form on his free throw. I like he shoots the ball better from the free throw line with his form than he does from the field. Beautiful form on, even though he missed it, his form's awesome.
From the corner, 3-point attempt, no good by Scheit. Freeport basketball. 5:08 to go here in the first quarter play. It is 5-5. McKee checks out of the lineup and replaced by sophomore Ryan Lang, 5'11" guard.
Both the teams playing man-to-man, Eddie. Look very similar in their style of playing defensively. Loose pack line, keep the ball out of the lane if they can.
Freeport, Albert just taking her time, being very deliberate. Alessino to drive to the basket and lays it in. There's
too
a
easy.
player for
that was too easy.
Frazier to build on. A 6'6" sophomore.
I agree.
Bajuzik, drive, off-balance shot, rolls off, rebound, Alessino. Woronski with it. Up court, Schaffhauser. Drives down through the lane, and he's fouled, and will shoot 2.
Yeah, if you're playing this type of defense, you can not allow them to attack the gaps. You must take the gap away with 2-on-1. That's what the pack line defense is based on.
Foul on Schreckengoss, his first, second team foul. And Schaffhauser makes the first one.
Just to start the Freeport order, Eddie.
They are playing loose, yet they're playing deliberate, moving the ball on offense.
Yeah, the style of play that Knoch plays defensively allows them to play loose and easy.
Cans them both, does Schaffhauser. They give the Yellow Jackets a 9-5 lead here in this first period of play, 4:20 to go. Frazier with it. Over to Lang. Scheit back outside to Lang. Rotates in the corner with Juzik. Kicks it back outside. Drive. Back to Bajuzik, and he nails a 3-pointer. Check that. That was Scott Frazier, his second tray. Makes it 9-8. 1-point lead for Freeport. Alessino to the basket.
Nice move.
And makes a nice move, as Albert said. Nails it. He has 4 in the game. Does a 6'6" sophomore. 11-8 lead for Freeport. 3:48 to go here in the first. And Knoch wants a timeout.
That was called an up and under, Eddie. Ball fake. Only thing he should have done was dribble his left hand instead of his right, and then it would have been a perfect move. So many kids are strong-handed, Eddie. Notice today they got to work on both hands. Two-ball dribbling is the best drill for that. You have to drill. You're made to dribble with both hands, and all of a sudden, your strong hand and your weak hand are the exact same thing.
So far, good first quarter for the Yellow Jackets as they have a 3-point lead.
Change of defense here coming out in the press. I like coaches that change defense during a timeout.
The inbound. Bajuzik with it. Trying to avoid the trap, gets it up to Lang. Over to Scheit, drive to the basket. Layup missed, rebound taken by Lang, and he puts it in.
That was an off-balance shot. We don't like those off-balance shots.
11-10, Freeport with a 1-point lead. Wronski with it for the Yellow Jackets. He wants to shoot a three, long distance, no good. Rebound, Bajuzik.
They can get that shot at any time, Eddie. You might as well take another 10 seconds off the clock.
Lang pulls up. He wants to shoot a three and nails it. Now Knoch with a 2-point lead, 13-11. There's a drive to the basket. Layup, no good. Rebound, Alessino. He puts it back in.
He's dominating inside, Eddie.
6 this quarter for the 6'6 sophomore. And we're tied at 13 all. Drive to the basket and a pass stolen on a jump by Scheit. Schaffhauser with it. And he's going to be called for flipping an elbow into the chest of Jared Schreckengoss.
That was a nice job of setting his feet and taking that charge for the Knoch Knights. Freeport, full court pressure.
The inbound to Frazier. Back to Bajuzik to Frazier. Up court. Lang, drive, off balance, rolls off, but he's fouled. And we'll go to line to shoot 2.
Both times the full court pressure is allowed. Easy shot. If I was a Freeport, I'd be out of that full court pressure quickly.
Foul on Wronski. Lang makes the first one. 6 points for him.
Yeah, he gave a spark to him coming off the bench, Eddie. Like you said, he's originally a starter most of the year.
Misses the second one, rebound, Alessino. 14-13, Knoch with the lead. Skradsky with it. And back outside, Wronski. And there's a steal, near steal by Lang, but he can't hold on to it.
Lang's been aggressive since he came into that game, Eddie.
Zach McMillan, 6'4", junior, into the game for Knoch, giving a little bit more size up front.
That's a big body. He could beat people around in there, Eddie.
And he needs a little size. Looks like he goes about 230.
Yes, I think
against
so.
Alessino, the 6'6 sophomore. Wronski. Back outside, Skradsky. He's going to kick it back outside to Vinnie Clark. Baseline drive, shot, no good, rolls off the rim. Taken by Scheit, long pass down court. Caught, laid in, beautiful pass, catch, and lay in by Jared Schreckengoss.
Transition defense. Transition defense, Eddie. Can't allow an easy pass, one pass, layup like that.
16-13, Knoch with the lead. 1:35 to go here in the first. Wronski with it. Down low, Alessino.
Can't go
back
left.
Out.
That young man could be a really good player if he learns to go left.
Clark with a drive to Schaffhausen. Skradsky for a long three. No good. Rebound, Alessino. 8 points this quarter for the 6'6 sophomore. 16-15, 1 point lead for Knoch.
Got to block out, Eddie. That's a cardinal rule. Got to block out.
3-point attempt and all net. What a nice smooth shot by Scott Frazier, his third tray of this quarter. And 19-15 now, Knoch with the 4-point lead.
Yeah, the great coach Les Shoup, who was legendary here at Knoch, told me before the game that Knoch could really shoot the ball. He was right.
Alessino turnaround jumper, no good. Drive, spin, move, layup underneath. Frazier hits the rim, but he's fouled and go to the line to shoot 2.
That's transition defense twice now, Eddie. Got to get back. All 5 guys got to sprint back.
Foul on Alessino, his first, 13 foul on the Yellow Jackets. So Frazier with a conversion here, and he has 10 for this quarter. Frazier, Schreckengoss, Lang, almost regularly they make our spotlight. Misses the second one. Rebound taken by Freeport.
Knoch did not get back defensively that time either.
Shot by Clark, rolls off, driving the whole way down, very aggressive, and laying it in is Ryan Lang. 8 points in this quarter.
Nobody plays one shot anymore, Eddie.
22-15. Knoch with 10 seconds to go in this first quarter.
30 seconds left. We've got 4 possessions. It's unheard of. Coach McCluskey's dying upstairs watching this.
Schaffhauser drives, turn, layup, good. That's the end of the first quarter of play. With the score, Knoch 22 and Freeport 17. Quite a run there as Freeport was up 11-8, and then Knoch made the 14-6 run.
Well, Freeport got into a pace game the last 3.5 minutes. That allowed Knoch open threes and attacks to the basket. If I was in Freeport's auto, I'd say, man, remember how we started this game? Taking some clock off, playing with some excellent execution, getting good shots. Let's go back to that and take this game over.
22-17, Knoch with the 5-point lead at the end of here of this first quarter of play.
Yeah,
10 points for Frazier, 2 for Schreckengoss, 8 for Lang, 2 for Scheidt. 4 trays in that first quarter for the Knights. Garrett Schaffhauser with 6 for Freeport, and Matt Alessino with 8, 3 for Aiden Skradsky.
Well, Freeport has to be looking at that scoreboard saying, let's see, 4 times 22 is 88. We'll have a hard time winning the game, giving up 88 points. Just too many points in the first quarter against the Freeport defense.
For Knoch, it will be Lang, Frazier, McMillan still out there, Schreckengoss, and Scheidt. Freeport with the basketball, Schaffhauser with it. 3-point attempt, Skradsky, no good. Rebound tipped off the hands of Alessino. Taken by Frazier. 3-point attempt from the corner. Ryan Lang.
Lang is playing an excellent game, Eddie. Wow.
Now
for a sophomore.
Yes, now has 11 in the game. There's a shot blocked. Rebound and put back by Alessino. No good, but he is fouled by McMillan. Give credit for that block to Scheidt.
As I said previously, if you play pack line and you allow the first shot, if you're going to finish the game on defense, you got to rebound the basketball. It's what Knoch has to work on.
Alessino misses the first one. Gets the second one. 25-18, Knoch with the lead here early in the second quarter. Baseline drive, and the pass is thrown away. Taken by Schaffhauser. Bounces it over, and a shot blocked, and a beautiful defensive effort by Scheidt, who also takes the ball. Now dishes it off on a beautiful play. All made by Scheidt.
Nice play by Scheidt. Took it length end to end and finished with a great pass.
I think I was Frazier. I missed watching all the action. I missed the layup. I think it was Scott Frazier. 27-18 in favor of Knoch. Schaffhauser loses his balance. Taken by McMillan. Over to Scheidt. And he lays it in. Albert, who had
number
that
15 had the previous field goal, Eddie.
All right, that was Schreckengoss.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah, the transition defense by Freeport has let this game get out of whack. They're not getting back on defense. Too many easy shots, Eddie.
And talk about defense. Boy, a couple of great plays in a row by Jake Scheit, had a back-to-back blocks. This time had the block, got the rebound, and made the assist.
Yeah, that's the full package, Eddie, right? And Knoch, you can see, is a really good offensive team. Wants you to speed up the game, so that plays into their hands.
This is a big Knoch team. McKee 6'4", Scheit 6'4", and 6'4" Frazier.
Yeah, from up here you can't tell that. We're high up on it, but those block shots at the hoop, at the rim, you can tell they have a tall team.
I think in Freeport, Albert, they were doing better when they were a little bit more deliberate.
No question.
When they tried to up-tempo the game, it backfired on them.
Yeah, it did. No question about it. And right now, how do I tell them we got to get 2 guys back on defense? I would attack the basket, rebound him with 3, keep 2 back.
29-18. Knoch with 11-point lead, 6:35 to go here in the first half of play. Baronski brings it up for Freeport. Schaffhauser, 3-point attempt from the corner, no good by Skradsky. Jumper, right side of the lane, good, nailed by Schreckengoss. A 6 in the game and a 31-18 lead for the Knights. Skradsky pulls up, outside, and his pass tipped away. And a turnover as it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Freeport.
Knoch went to I call it a blitz package, where you trap the first pass.
Yeah, they've really picked it up defensively. They lead 31-18, 5:50 to go here in the first half. 3-point attempt, no good by Lang. Rebound and a putback is good.
That's too easy.
By Schreckengoss. He has 8 in the game. 33-18 now.
Yeah, the game's getting away from Freeport now, Eddie. You see the traps coming on the first pass, Eddie?
Just looking for some room, not finding. There's a 3-point attempt from the corner. No good by Vinnie Clark. Up court pass, Schreckengoss to the hoop. No good. And a putback is good by Frazier. Frazier now with 12 in the game. And a huge lead now, 17 points. Schaffhauser to Alessino. Kicks it back outside to Skradsky. Schaffhauser in the corner.
Knox doing a nice job coming out with their hands up.
Freeport just looking for a lane to drive, but Albert, they're all clogged.
Well, they're standing still right now. There's no movement, no screens at all. It's hard.
Skradsky looks off a 3, back outside Schaffhauser. Woronski.
He set a screen there.
And there's a 3-point attempt, nailed.
Yeah, you set the screen on a pick and roll, Eddie. That's what works.
By Vinnie Clark, his first field goal. Scheit with it. McKee, he lays it in, and the 6'4" senior's fouled.
Nice power move. Once again, I like to put the ball down with his left hand, but he put it down with his right, and he's used his power to get to the rim. He's strong around that basket.
Alessino's second foul. 37-21 Knoch. And McKee at the line. And he makes it a 3-point play. 38-21. The Knights with the lead with 4 to play here in the first half. Clark drive, kicks it back outside. Some substitutions here for Freeport. And there's a loose basketball. Alessino couldn't hold on to it. Now we're going to get a foul called on Vinnie Clark on a reach in.
The ref was out of position on that, and Eddie, he guessed. I don't like guesses. I thought it was a clean play.
15 foul on Freeport. Knoch on the inbound. Scheit with it. Guarded by Lynch. Nailed. Another three for Frazier. Oh, beautiful pass underneath.
Very nice.
And a lay.
Very nice.
We give that field goal to Spear. Drive to the basket. Layup is no good by Schreckengoss, but he's fouled. 18-point lead for the Knoch Knights, 41-23, 3:11 to go here in the first half.
The pace of the game, they're going to have 55 points at halftime, man.
Foul on Spear. Schreckengoss now with 9 in the game. Well, you get to see, Albert, as I said before, that threesome there, Frazier, Schreckengoss, and Lang. They put the points up.
Yep, they can attack with the basket, with the dribble, and they can also shoot the three. That's a great combination.
Three players, those three, all in double figures here in the first half for a 43-23 lead. Drive to the basket. Clark, his shot blocked. Blocked by Brady McKee. And there's a beautiful pass by Scheit to McKee for the lay-in.
Scheit's a complete player. Scheit is a complete player for them, Eddie.
Defense, assist, 2 blocks. So you have 3 assists, 2 or 3.
Yeah, for sure. He's played a
half.
complete game.
45-23, Knoch with the lead. And there's McKee coming over to knock a pass out of bounds. Lynch will inbound it for the Yellow Jackets. 2:32 to go here in the first half of play. And Knoch with a 22-point lead. Schaffhauser, and there's pass to Lynch. Underneath, layup, good. Schaffhauser to Andrew Spear. Driving to basket, layup missed by Scheit. Rebound, Schaffhauser. Kicks it back outside to Clark. To Lynch. And Clark just throws it away. Don't know who he was passing it to. And that's still taken and laid in by Frazier.
Looked like a pick and roll there, Eddie, but
there was no roll.
The roll man wasn't alive.
47-25 in a huge first half here for the Knights. See their offensive explosiveness. Nolan Plocky in a lineup for Freeport, number 34. And there's a steal again, drive to the basket, and a lay-in by Schreckengoss. Wow, I've lost track now of the turnovers they
Well, you
had.
can see the transition offense and defense that Knoch has.
The pressure has been tremendous. Plocky to Lynch. Back out to Vinnie Clark. With 50 seconds to go here in the first half. Schaffhauser with it. And he loses it. Bounce pass to Scheit from Frazier in a layup.
Well, they got the 51 now. Nice pass.
Clark underneath, off the glass, no good. Ball knocked out of bounds by McKee. With 24 seconds to go, 51-25. The last game, the Knights rebounding from that loss to Highlands put up 92 in the rebound.
Yeah. This game got away from Freeport, Eddie.
Freeport works it outside. Ben Lane in at guard.
Down to 15 seconds, Eddie.
Gradsky. Back out the lane. Missed shot and the ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Freeport. We have 2.1 second remaining here in the half. That's the end of the first half of play with the score. Knoch 51 and Freeport 25 in a huge second quarter where the Knights outscored Freeport 29-8.
Yeah, the defensive change to double teaming the first pass sped up the game, Eddie. I think that's all Coach McNabb was thinking about. Let's change the pace, work to their advantage, and it became a runaway.
Yeah, Albert, you're so right. It was close there for a while. Freeport had a lead 13-11, I believe it was, and then for whatever reason, they were very deliberate in initially moving the ball around and then try to play up tempo, and it worked into Knoch's favor.
Yeah, they went into the press twice, and the pace went opposite they expected, and then the transition defense and transition offense of Knoch took over. A lot of easy baskets at it, either off the pass for a three or a bounce pass for a layup.
Once again, it's 51-25 here at the half in favor of the Knoch Knights. We'll take a break. We'll be back with all the second half action.
Armstrong Local Programming has always delivered an exclusive and unique perspective on the very best events your region offers. High school sports, community events, parades, all your favorite shows from Armstrong are now calling the Neighborhood Channel their home.
Hi, I'm Kate. Join me for the Butler Buzz and other great local events and shows on the Armstrong Neighborhood Channel.
Find out everything that the Neighborhood Channel has to offer at armstrongneighborhood.com. Spirit, town pride, local communities. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Sending files, watching your favorite shows, adjusting your smart thermostat, calling mom. There's so much you can do today. It's amazing. But how do you manage all that new technology? Armstrong gives you control of your home network and all the entertainment that makes your world go round. If you need help, we're easy to reach for support too, by phone, web, or at our service locations. Armstrong is here to make everything work for you. Armstrong, life made easy.
Armstrong's Healing Heroes initiative is changing lives for area veterans struggling with disabilities such as PTSD, traumatic brain injury, and more. These incredible dogs help give people back their self-confidence and independence. We've raised over $250,000 to train and donate medical service dogs from guardian angels in the communities we serve. If you or a loved one are a qualifying veteran, please visit ArmstrongOneWire.com/healingheroes and click Apply Now. Together, we can unleash the power to heal.
Back here at halftime, the Knoch Knights up 51-25 over Freeport. And Albert, we could see why they're our number one ranked team in 4A, tied actually with Highlands. We have them ranked for both in first place. Their big three, Frazier, Schreckengoss, and Ryan Lang, combined for 40 points. This is business as usual for these three. Frazier with 17, Schreckengoss with 12, and 11 for Lang. But let me say something about Jake Scheidt, the 6'4" senior guard, and what a terrific job he's done on both ends of the court. Even though he's only scored 4 points, he has 3 or 4 key assists, a couple of blocks, and one beautiful play. He made the block, got the rebound, and made the long pass down court for the assist and a bucket. So they're good both ends of the court, defensively and offensively. Freeport just struggling with the turnovers in this game. They just can't run with the Knights.
Yeah, what I see is the balanced scoring for Knoch is going to take them a long way in the playoffs. They can all put the ball in the basket. That's number one. Number two, they have a kid, Scheidt, who doesn't care if he scores to dominate the game from other passing, rebounding, blocking shots. I like that. That means he is an unselfish player. For Freeport, they need to learn their identity. You know, they were playing well early when their identity was moving the basketball and getting good shots. They lost that, and all of a sudden it took off. Eddie.
That's the old saying, patience is a virtue. Matt Alessino, their leading scorer in that first half, with 9 points. Schaffhauser with 6.
Well, Scheidt turns it over right off the bat. Doesn't make long for the curse of the Armstrong cable.
Benny Clark, he wants to pull up, shoot a 3, no good. A rebound taken by Schreckengoss. Behind and back dribble, pass down underneath, and a bank in by Brady McKee, who now has 7 in the game.
I like McKee pointing to the guy, give him 5 for the pass. I like unselfish teams. Share the basketball. That is awesome. And
Woronski with it for the Yellow Jackets. Schaffhauser, the Clark. Woronski for 3, and he nets it. His first field goal of the game.
Yeah, they need him to score, no question.
53-28. The Knights as we start this third quarter of action. 3-point attempt, wiggles out on that attempt by Schreckengoss.
That was the first. Sorry, Eddie. That was the first time I saw the numbered break off a make. That was nice.
Skradsky, turnaround jumper, nails it. 5 in a game.
This is the way they started the first half, Eddie.
For the senior guard. Schreckengoss. Oh, beautiful feed. Finds McKee alone underneath.
That's called a slip. You fake the screen and cut to the basket. Not too many teams use it. Coach McNabb taught it well.
9 in the game for Brady McKee, the 6'4" senior. Woronski with it. Back outside. Schaffhauser. Over to Skradsky. Long three-pointer, and he nails it again.
Shoot with confidence. I like it.
8 in the game for Skradsky. Into McKee. Scheit off balance, and he's fouled. That foul should go against Vinnie Clark.
They all can use the dribble. They can all shoot the ball. That is why they'll be a tough out in the playoffs. They're very good offensively.
Scheit to go to the line first time tonight. He has 4 points in the game. Cheke is 6 in the game.
I think you mentioned a couple times, Eddie, too. They're a lot bigger than they look. They got size down
Big
there.
team.
Yes.
(57-33) in favor of the Knights here in the third quarter. 5:38 to go. Ed Cody along with the Tiger, Albert Campman. Albert just excited with the playoffs coming up in another week. The pairings will be a week from tonight.
That's correct, and that's always a big night in the WPIAL.
Skradsky looking for help. Back to Woronski. In the corner, baseline drive. Back outside. Woronski for 3. No good. Rebound taken by Schreckengoss. Up court to Scheit, and he's called for travel.
I like how Knoch gets wide on their breakout. Leaves the court, middle of the court wide open for a penetration or kick out, and then they cut to the basket hard for a layup. I like it a lot.
Outstanding in their transition
yes.
game.
Good way to say it, Eddie.
All right, Skradsky will inbound it for the Yellow Jackets.
Freeport's got good shots this half. I like the way they're getting the ball reversed from side to side. That's important to go from one side of the court to the other.
Skradsky. Schaffhauser. Now they're being delivered again. Alessino. Back outside. Schaffhauser. Skradsky. Drive. His shot blocked and knocked away by Adam Bajuzik. How many blocked shots here tonight for Knoch?
Yeah, all the kids get off the floor well.
Vinnie Clark for 3. Off the rim. Rebound. Taken by Frazier. Knocked out of bounds by Freeport, so Frazier will inbound it again for Knoch. I'm guessing Knoch's had at least, what, Albert, 4, 5, maybe 6 blocks
yes, for sure.
in this game.
For sure. That's why you got to use a shot fake.
Scheit with it. Over to Bajuzik.
Another slip screen, Eddie.
And he banks it in.
Another slip screen. Twice they've used it now.
No, I like the fact they're coming out, before it hit 6 threes in the first half, now feeding the big guy underneath.
That's basketball.
Skradsky, a three-pointer short. Aired ball taken by Schreckengoss.
Scheit can really play, boy.
Scheit.
I like him a lot.
Three-point attempt from the corner, no good. Loose basketball. Saved, but taken by Schaffhauser. He's called for traveling. I did not see that. 59-33. Knoch with the lead, 4 minutes to go here in the third.
Yeah, Scheit's unheralded for their team, Eddie. I know a lot of them get a lot of scoring, but he can really play.
Bajusic out, laying in, and a layup underneath.
Frazier.
And that's by Frazier, now has 19 in the game. And a 28-point lead for the Knights. You look at the top teams in 4A, it's, of course, Knoch and Highlands, Uniontown, and Quaker Valley, Bell Vernon.
The only one I don't know
Canes.
the only one I don't know about, Eddie, is Uniontown. I don't know about Uniontown.
They're 18-2. Drive the lane and a layup by Ryan Lane.
He's a nice-looking sophomore.
13 points in the game for Lane. Showed a lot of quickness and power. Alessino, turnaround layup, no good, but he's fouled and will go to the line to shoot two.
The game of basketball, baseball, and football all played with balance, Eddie. Leverage, balance. This young man, if he ever learns to be balanced as he goes to the basket, he's going to be an outstanding player.
Foul on Lane. Alessino makes it for you. He now has 10 points in the game for the 6'6" sophomore. McKee checks out of the lineup for the Knoch Knights, and he is replaced by Zach McMillan, 6'4" junior. Alessino makes them both.
A lot of JVs in the game now for Freeport.
Frazier, pass underneath, the layup, missed.
That's the first bad shot I've seen from Knoch in a long time.
Ben Lane with it for Freeport. Drive to the basket, off balance shot, no good by Vinnie Clark. Ball taken by Scheit. Slows down, picks up the speed, layup, no good. Rebound, put back, and fouled is Zach McMillan. He will go to the line to shoot two. A foul on Alessino, his third.
Alessino got hit in the eye on that one, Eddie.
So McMillan looking for his first points of the game. And he gets it. It's 64-35, Knoch lead. Daniel Lynch in the lineup for Freeport as McMillan makes them both. Lynch to Lane. Braden Clark. Back outside, Braden Clark, and over to Ben Lane. 2:20 to go here in the third. 65-35 in favor of Knoch. And there's a pass stolen by Scheit. And a feed and a layup, good, to Scott Frazier.
Another assist by Scheit.
He's had an outstanding night. 67-35 in favor of Knoch. Lane. Gasperi. And Lynch. Out of bounds, last touch by Knox, Scott Frazier. Schreckengoss comes back in the lineup, replacing Frazier. 1:42 to go here in the third, 67-35 Knoch. The inbound to Ben Lane of Freeport. To Lynch. Jumper from the foul line, no good. Rebound taken by Scheit, and a feed over and a drive and a lay-in by Lane. Well, what nice form by this 5'11" sophomore. Great balance.
Yeah, use his left hand there. I like that.
15 in the game for Lane.
He completed his team. And that senior lineup, he completed the team. Come up with an outstanding. I bet he was a great player in junior high.
Lynch, and back outside to Braden Clark, and his pass thrown away. Substitution for Knoch. Keegan Frazier checks into the lineup, number 3, and he has the basketball. Frazier, Majuzzi, Schreckengoss, Lang, and McMillan. Into McMillan, turns, and he's fouled.
Nice set play to get the ball into the block.
You got a mismatch here. He's fouled by Ben Lane. So you have Lane 5'9", trying to guard 6'4" McMillan. McMillan now 3 for 3 from the line. Soft hands for the big guy. That makes it 71 points for Knoch. 71-35 with 50 seconds to go here in the third. Ben Lane, Braden Clark.
I like when Freeport sets some screens, Eddie. They're not able to get to the basket, just run around out here.
Gasperi, back to Lane.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
And Lane.
Just what I just said, setting the screen.
71-37. Knoch, 20 seconds to go here in the quarter, down underneath. And the layup is good by the big man, Zach McMillan, who has 6 points this quarter and will go to the line to make it an old-fashioned 3. Miss rebound taken by Spear, Freeport. Lynch's three-point attempt blocked by Schreckengoss. With 1 second remaining here in the third. Lynch to inbound it for the Yellow Jackets. Tries to get it into Colin Gaspersi. Goes out of bounds. That's the end of the third quarter of play with the score, Knoch 73 and Freeport 37.
Well, when you look at, analyze that quarter, Knoch tried some different things. They threw the ball inside. They said, we proved we could transition. We proved we could hit the 3. Let's throw the ball inside this quarter, and they did it well. And defensively, they said, let's just play straight man and work on our rebounding coming off that, and they did that well too.
So all those teams I mentioned, Albert, between Knoch, Uniontown, Bell Vernon, Quaker Valley, Newcastle. Of course, Newcastle's been there. How many titles they've won?
Yeah, many.
In a row. They got the experience. They have a couple good players there in Wells.
And Knoch,
Sheldon,
yeah, they do.
Knox.
Mm-hmm.
So you can never count them out with that experience, and everything changes. It's all ratcheted up when it comes to playoff time.
As I tell people, the place you want to be is in Division 4. It's wide open. There's not a dominating team. Knoch has as good a chance of winning that Division 4 as anybody. Other places have Lincoln Park and Vincentian and teams like that. Division 4 is the place to be.
And we have so many good teams in our viewing
yes,
area
we do.
that are going to make the playoffs.
Yep, they all have a shot too. They really do.
Fourth quarter underway. 22 points in that quarter for Knoch. 22-12, outscoring Freeport.
Let's see if Freeport can finish strong here in this quarter. They put their starters back in.
Skradsky. Back out to Vinnie Clark. And over to Woronski.
Knoch went to a zone, Eddie.
I think some of the things that Coach McNabb's doing now, he's looking at his defenses to work on him for the playoffs. There's a errant pass knocked out of bounds.
That looks like that could be the old North Carolina point zone that Coach McNabb's using. Tom Myers was famous for running that.
Three-point attempt, no good. Rebound taken by Schreckengoss. Pauses and lays it in. Thought he was going to get called for a travel there, maybe. Skradsky for 3 from the corner, no good. Rebound taken by Kagan Frazier. Sophomore guard. Schreckengoss off balance and drops it in.
I like the way they play off 2 feet, Eddie, on their drives.
16 in the game for Schreckengoss.
I think right now it might be running clock, Eddie.
40-point lead, and there's another turnover.
Yes, it is. We got the running clock now, Eddie.
Jump ball called. It's a 40-point lead, 77-37, with 6:27 to go. McMillan comes out of the lineup, replaced by Brady McKee. Nice thing for Coach McNabb. 1'6'4" replaces another 6'4".
That's pretty nice, huh, Eddie?
You have that kind of depth and size. We've seen some good teams this year. Albert, obviously, with Butler and Pine Richland, and Knoch is an outstanding team, too.
Yeah, they got really a lot of balance. They really do.
Schreckengoss for 3.
Nice block out. Freeport, best defensive segment of the game. That was a great defensive segment.
Lane in a corner. Vinnie Clark with a drive, banks it in. Kagan Fraser. Over to Lane. Back to Fraser. Down underneath, McKee turns around. He has his shot blocked. Drive to the basket and the lay-in.
Nice bounce. That was 2 great plays in a row Freeport had. I like when you execute into the game like this, when the score's lopsided, still doing things right.
Credit Alessino with that block.
Nice
the
pass.
Drive underneath and a nice feed and a lay-in by McKee. He has 11 in the game. Check that, he has 13 in the game. Force pass. Last touch by Knoch. Cole Green checks in the lineup for Freeport, and the lineup change checking in for Knoch will be Tyler Butterball. He's number 30. Ben Lane with the basketball, 79-41. Knoch with the lead. That pass tipped out of bounds by Schreckengoss.
Surprised that Coach McNabb still has starters in the game right now.
Cole Green inbound it, gets it into Lane. Lockheed to Lane, back to Lane, drive to the basket, and a shot blocked by Ryan Lane. 3-point attempt from the corner, no good. We get a foul called underneath. It goes on Butterball. Well, they called that on McMillan?
No, pushing off on number 3, Eddie.
Kagan Frazier. Alessino, twist, turnaround shot. No good, but he's fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2. 9 points in a game for the 6'6" sophomore. 3:02 to go here in the game on this. The clock continues to run with the Knights up 79-41. Alessino makes the first one. Blaze Volts checks in the lineup for Knoch. He replaces Jared Schreckengoss, who finishes the night with 17 points. And Alessino makes them both. He has 11. Kagan Frazier. Ryan Lane. Over to Butterball. Lane, baseline drive. Back to McMillan, and a layup is good.
Nice 2-man game there.
8 in the game for McMillan. 3-point attempt, in and out. putback is good. And Albert, I had my view blocked on a putback basket for Freeport. 3-point attempt, no good. McMillan on the rebound. Pass underneath McMillan, and he misses a layup, gets a rebound, can't put it back. Rebound taken and a putback, no good by Lang. Rebound by Lane. Drive to the basket, Plocky, short. Rebound taken by McMillan. Out to Lang. The drive down, lays it in.
He can go both ways. That's nice. We go right and left.
17 in the game for Lang. 83-45. Knoch with the lead with 1:30 to go in the game. And that pass stolen by Keegan Fraser's going to drive, misses a layup, but he's fouled. That foul will be on Nolan Plocky. Apologize for missing that layup by the Freeport player on a rebound.
I couldn't see that either. Our producer.
Wholesale substitutions now for
with a
Knoch.
minute 22 left, Eddie.
And the Knights up 83-45. Frazier makes the second one, his first point of the game.
Sounds like a crowd favorite, Eddie, here.
Joey Morrow checks in the lineup. Zabalski into the lineup. So Coach McNabb trying to clear his bench. I have no room left on my score sheet. Oh!
Look at this bench go nuts. They are
Joey
pumped up.
Morrow with a tray.
They're loving that one.
6'2" senior.
Oh, he's a senior
Good
too.
for
Everybody's
him.
loving it.
Good for him.
That's the best. That's the best.
Tipped away.
You can't
No.
duplicate that, Eddie.
On senior night, absolutely
He's so
not.
excited on this corner. He's looking for another one. He's looking for another one.
They're telling him to shoot, and he does.
Drop.
Off the, oh! He gets it! Back-to-back trays off the bench for the senior.
Oh, jeez, are they fired
Joey
up?
Morrow. Can you write a script
Look at
any
this.
better than
Oh, the seniors on Knoch. I've never seen somebody so happy in my life. Oh, Joey Morrow becomes the cult hero. Good job, Joey.
that? Albert, look at my boy. I have no room. I'm just doing it off the paper. I have no room in my scorebook for any more players.
Just leave room for Joey to hit another one. That's all.
Lane at the foul line makes the first one. 8 seconds remaining in the game. Knock up 90-46. James Snyder, freshman, gets in. He replaces Morrow, who's being congratulated as he returns to the bench after back-to-back trays.
Look at they're hugging Joey.
Lane makes them
Oh,
both.
is that great?
You admire those seniors. They stay out. They're not
Yes.
playing. They stay there. They support their team.
I'm clapping for Joey.
Great for him.
Yep, I am clapping for Joey.
90-47, and the final seconds ticking away here at Knoch High School. And that's going to be the final score. Knoch 90 and Freeport 47. Knoch goes to 18-2 on the season, 9-1 in this section. Freeport drops to 3-16 and 1-9. But this is an outstanding Knoch basketball team. Let's check the scoring. Scott Fraser, he finishes with 21. 17 for Jared Schreckengoss. Ryan Lang, he finishes with 17. So there's your big three. They're always in double
Yes,
figures.
they are.
And Jake Scheidt, he had 7 points in the game, but an all-around outstanding defensive
game, yes.
game, a number of key assists,
Right.
a couple of blocks. Brady McKee 6'4" senior center. He finishes with 13 in the game. Zach McMillan is back up 6'4". He has he finishes with 8. One for Keegan Frazier. And the Knoch Knights celebrating here with his senior night win. For Freeport, Garrett Schaffhauser, he finishes with 6 points. Vinnie Clark finishes with 7. Matt Alessino, their leading scorer, with 11. Andrew Spear with 4. 8 for Aiden Skrosky. 3 for Christian Woronski. And 2 for Ben Lane.
Well, it's their second league championships in a row. That's what they were celebrating. They're also celebrating by cutting the nets down right now. What a great feeling to cut down the nets. Joey Morrow getting his picture taken, holding the sign right now, his claim to fame.
Well, let me say this. This is an outstanding Knoch team. We've seen a lot of outstanding teams this year. It's going to take a really good team, both ends of the court, to beat Knoch.
Yeah, I agree. That's exactly how you describe it. It's going to take a good team to knock them out, a team that can beat them on the boards, a team that can get back on defense because they can really score.
Well, you know Highland's good.
Yes.
They beat Highlands here, lost to Highlands
right
there. The 2 hard-fought, close games. So in the neutral court, man, anything can happen when that occurs. So once again here, the final score, Knoch 90, Freeport 47. On behalf of our producer, Matt Lutz, my sidekick here, the Tiger Albert Campman, this is Ed Cody wishing you a good night.